not Boostgate Esports saying, hey, we're just going to react. We also are going to apply pressure.
It's almost like Boostgate Esports feel that pressure, and then it's manifesting itself in them really chasing to try and force Team Zone to fully commit when their skills are down. But with the mobility that's built in, I mean, even K to a degree has some mobility on that carry. So Boostgate Esports are just getting kited a bit too much. They have to rely a bit more on the crowd control. Unless Wactor or Exy gets a decisive catch or engage, I don't really think they have what it takes to kind of move forward slowly but surely.
Yeah, honestly, Boostgate, they can't be one-trick ponies going up against Team Zone here. They got to figure out a different way to engage into a fight. Force out Xora to use the Traceless first, and then get onto him.
They waited for the right time. They managed to get the stun onto Kazue, forcing him to back out. However, it did come at the cost of the Dragon Boat. And now that they're looking across the map, right, the quick lane swap as well. Kazue, luckily, is maintaining his lead against Xora, but that top side, K, they're not stopping. They're sacrificing turns just to get him ahead.
And the thing is, right now, as long as Team Zone is able to control Exy, they're all good. Because Exy is the real threat for Team Zone. He doesn't even have to go get those kills. He just has to be, I would say, give vision as well as lock down either Xora or K. Lockdown for 2 seconds is more than enough for Boostgate to follow up.
And now here we go, Bravest Fighter, Kazue able to secure the turtle. Feather Airstrike out and cancel. Exy petrifies him and now is on the chase. The Furious dives go nowhere as Xora is going to take him out. Bankai actually finds it. Now the AOG cutting them off. Wactor cannot just run through that fire. Really good play coming in from Team Zone.
Boostgate Esports just don't have enough damage. Exy there, he got the full-on rotation onto Kenny, and still, even without the Feather Airstrike zoning away Identity and RX, they just seem so behind that RX and Identity themselves don't really have a lot of damage, even when they're left to their own devices.
So Lafel, what do you think? Because in that fight itself, usually what we're used to seeing is when you wombo combo, you kind of do it at the same time, but the layering of the Feather Airstrike, then the AOG to cut them off. What do you think about that?
Well, we're going to be looking at an instant replay here to see the play that Boostgate attempted, but again, retaliated pretty well by Team Zone. They got the turtle, but looking at the movements here, it does look like they're not all on the same page. Exy understands his job as the EXP, trying to stop Kenny, but then the rest of the team, especially Identity, was far enough away, zoned out by Team Zone, making it so that Boostgate engages does not look clean at all. They don't have enough damage because this Ranger, after the nurse, oh, hold on. Oh,
Feather Strike, gonna take out Exy. Glorious Pathway was already thrown out, but again, Wactor just could not close the distance to cancel it out. Not enough HP.
Yeah, just to make it very simple, Boostgate needs to play around Exy. When Exy goes in, he, in a way, understands that he will die, but you guys gotta retaliate. RX with 0 stacks on that Skypiercer really made it so that Boostgate does not have enough damage.
They have to follow up somehow, some way, even if they can't really go in and get a kill or a big catch off it. Especially Kazue, I feel like he and Exy need to coordinate and figure out who's doing what. Who's actually gonna try and jump towards K or Kenny, who's zoning, who's actually going for the kill. Because as of right now, it seems like everyone is playing template and Team Zone are getting a read on who's actually doing what from Boostgate Esports.
Yeah, I think that especially for Team Zone, a team that is from a region that's notorious of downloading their opponents, they've got templates for days. This is atypical of how a team should be moving around the map.
Honestly, one thing that they can do is look at Bright. If Bright already used the Unbreakable, let Kazue go in, right? Go on a solo mission, make them panic, and then once everyone panics, a lot of abilities have been used, then XC goes in. We understand that it's usually the roam or the EXP, but there's not much tools that Team Zone can use to punish this Lancelot. So I kind of feel like he has to be the initial distraction and then come back in as the cleanup.
All right, let's balance the odds here because now we're seeing a contestation for the potential Lord. Level 13 on Kazue. He used Phantom Execution to get in, potentially out, and Team Zone, they know as well. It's not worth contesting it here. This is the worst possible fight that we could take because if we all get executed here, it's over. And now they jump Bravest Fighter next for Bankai with the help of the Feathered Airstrike, and unfortunately, it's just raw peel for the Black Dragon Farming. XC goes in, Revitalize keeps them alive as Xora takes them out as K attacks the backline. Double kill, already found the AOG, cuts out Kazue for a double on Xora. T2's now a threat.
Almost a complete wipeout here for Team Zone. K on the carry again with all his teammates pressuring the members of Boostgate. There's nothing left for the punish. He flickered forward there and had his eyes straight on Identity, immediately deleting him with the fadeaway. And just like that, Team Zone now are definitely in the lead, and they're going for the Lord.
Ah, this is so frustrating, especially for RX, right? No deaths, you've been farming the whole game, you've got the items, but you can't stack up the Sky Piercer.
Honestly, this is why Team Zone is pretty scary. The more losses that they experience, the stronger that they're going to get, because again, they love the game. They make sure that every single time they hang in one room and then figure out what went wrong and make sure that they don't do that again. In terms of what BoostGate is doing wrong, honestly, is just that this is a very difficult draft for them to pilot, especially because we only been spamming the Hayabusa. The good thing that Team Zone banning out that Hayabusa, because we is good on the land slot, but definitely it's like the entire team is not used to this kind of playstyle.
Yeah, no, they need to kind of wait for Kazue to get in position first. It's not as easy compared to Hayabusa, who can hop over walls. They want to make sure that Kazue can get in and out pretty safely, so they're just going to have to wait for his call. I think, personally, for me, right now we need to see a little bit from Identity to slow him down, but we'll try to see, because so far the front to back does not look good.
There's so many limited control tools available for BoostGate, and Team Zone is completely abusing it.
Oh, okay, all right. Just 3 ults already being utilized. 4 ults as well, trying to clear up these waves, make sure the inhibitors are going to stay alive as Sora finally hits his item power spike to BOD.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you. Identity needs to be able to do something, but can he? Oh, hold on.
Oh! Getting a little dangerous there, but Bankai, he's already engaged. He's already got the Lance player, and the Brave is fighting, gets it! Double kill for Brian of all players as he flickers forward to catch more. The hunt is over, and Team Zone have minions. The Crystal, the last whole Identity. Can he clear those minions up? No, they don't give him a chance. And even with the AOG, it just ain't enough. That's GG, well played for Team Zone.
Absolutely dominant showing there. Not a single step backwards from Team Zone. They are the danger, and even when the big ultimates are popped, are used by BoostGate, they just take it straight up.
Yeah, and honestly, this Farsa coming in from Kenny is also quite a big problem. The man you see on screen here, no matter how you try to engage, Kenny just make sure that they don't have enough damage, because he's able to get onto that Kimmy. And then, okay, so that's one less damage. Kazui could not find any ways to go in, and then once Exi with that Yuzong, dealing with the Eastern Shin, dealing with the carry, dealing with the Barca, it's not easy for Yuzong, especially when he's, in my opinion, kind of behind.
Yeah, I'm honestly pretty behind, because towards the end we did see the initial switch up of first items. He started off with the boots, got into his Fury Hammer, looked at the opposite side and realized, wait a minute, the Lapu just rushed straight into War Axe, no boots whatsoever. I gotta do the same.
Yeah. Looking at the end here, again, like, you can clearly see is that even if somehow Team of Boost get able to get some kind of punish, the damage is not there. And you can definitely feel the nerf on the Granger. I feel like Granger is still definitely viable. It's just that now you kind of have to play around him a little bit more instead of hoping for he himself to get basically the stacks all by himself.
You gotta feed him like a little baby bird, right? Get him a couple of those stacks first, and then you push him out of the nest.
He's a real marksman that takes some time, takes some resources. Not all as independent as he used to be.
Yeah.
Only different is that he's not really item dependent, he's just really kill dependent. Which is pretty different, right? Compared to most marksmen where they really need items.
Yes and no at the same time, because Granger is in a really unique position. He's like, when you're talking about marksmen, he's a skill shot marksman essentially, right? How often do you actually use his auto attacks other than to ability based, you know? And that's just the way that it has to go. I think for at least if there's a learning aspect of it all.
Yep. And now we're going over for an interview with Brigida on stage.
Congratulations to Team Zone. Once again, can we please give a warm round of applause for Team Zone? Welcome, Bright and Coach Summer on stage. Congratulations after that win. So I just have a few questions for you guys after that match. Okay, so this is the second time that you actually came on top of BoostGate Esports. So you went up against them already in the wildcards. Was there any difference preparing for a best of one compared to a best of three? Was there any difference preparing for a best of one compared to a best of three? Please give a
Oh, okay, all right. Just 3 ults already being utilized. 4 ults as well, trying to clear up these waves, make sure the inhibitors are going to stay alive as Sora finally gets his item power spike and BOD.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you. Identity needs to be able to do something, but can he hold on?
Oh! Getting a little dangerous there, but Bankai, he's already engaged. He's already got the Lance player. When the Brave is fighting against it, double kill for Brian of all players as he flickers forward to catch more. The hunt is already found the AOG, cuts out Kazuya for a double.
But now we see how they were able to overcome all that, and now with a win against Boostgate Esports. So last question for both of you, any can answer. So you are now 2 wins away from Boostgate Esports. So last question for both of you, any can answer. So you are now 2 wins away from Boostgate Esports. So last question for both of you, any can answer. So you are now 2 wins away from Boostgate Esports. So last question for both of you, any can answer. So you are now 2 wins away. Lot more supporters along the way. So thank you so much to Bright and Summer for joining us on stage. We really love the answers you were able to share with us, and we wish you luck in your upcoming matches. But for now, I think it's about time we throw it back to our casters to break down what happened in that game.
Thank you very much, Brigida. And this basically solidifies that, Team Zone, they're kind of like a late game team where the longer they're in the tournament, the more picks that they understand is going to get picked up. They're
2 wins.
They're in the
Lot more supporters along the way. So thank you so much to Bright and Summer for joining us on stage. We really love the answers you were able to share with us, and we wish you luck in your upcoming matches. But for now, I think it's about time we throw it back to our casters to break down what happened in that game.
Thank you very much, Brigida. And this basically solidifies that, Team Zone, they're kind of like a late game team where the longer they're in the tournament, the more picks that they understand is going to get picked up. They're
2 wins.
They're in the Lapu where I thought Boostgate would just take it for themselves, put it to goal lane because their draft, I would say both teams' draft kind of suffer going up against a Lapu. So maybe just an oversight there. But either ways, Banka had an amazing game. We're going to be looking at the highlights here. And we saw Boostgate, I would say for the first 3 minutes, they kind of know what to do. But the moment they fail on Zexora, this is the moment. It kind of looked like they were a bit lost.
Yeah.
Or the one after this?
It was an interesting moment, right? Because again, this was a really big trade with a early rotation coming in from K at level 4. Most gold laners usually just pick up the mid wave at this point, but still, K wanted to try and trade back. And this continued to be like a continuous story throughout these games. Just forced desperation engagements compared to cool, calm, collected, and then slowly regaining the resources.
I think it's great to see as well Team Zone understanding that, hey, Identity in particular and Wactor, they're kiteable. We have more range, more dynamic playmaking tools. So for the most part, it's not just about making sure that they have the right formation and get the right combos. Every single one of their heroes can actually perform individually when it comes down to bursting. They don't really rely on each other. The Yisun Shin, the Farsa, and even the carry to a degree can go all in. So when they understand who is the actual source of danger, all actually 4 members, except for Bright, can actually go in and delete whoever backline presence that Boozkid are trying to use to carry the fight. And look at the fadeaway from K. That is a common pattern throughout the whole game, dude. He just keeps flickering forward.
Yeah, for Boozkid, this is going to be quite dangerous because their next game, all of their games after this, are essentially elimination matches, and they need to diversify their pool just a little bit because now you gotta assume that you're not gonna be getting the Selena, you're not gonna be getting the Hayabusa. For Team Zone, they did say they kind of like this best of 1 because it's really on the draft, and I'm guessing maybe it's just Coach Summer saying like, I feel the most important here, and and so far, yeah, he's doing quite well. Now in a 1-1. They're still going to be continuing that best of 1 format.
Yeah, at the very least for Team Zone, they're going to competing in that best of 1. BGT is where it gets a little scary, right? Because I think their biggest strength was the fact that they play these high momentum style comps. They're great in best of 1s, but now that the draft has been figured out, I think once they start getting into the best of 3s, we really need to see how diverse or at least how deep the portfolio is.
They did have their own like comeback story in the wildcards.
Yeah.
But again, they have to try and find other ways and even find ways to get out of the box because they know what they're good at, but sometimes it's about making sure that you're also not bad at anything and having a rounded game. Looking at the item share, by the way, right before that final push, I think Zixora picked up a BOD, but K had a Malefic gun at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, bro, what the heck?
Yep.
And even there, he was still respectful enough. He was flickering forward, but he switched out one of his items for a Winter Crown just in case something gets traded back. So, dude, all the way till the end of the game, even when they're on a dominant position, you can still see the respect, and that's a scary aspect from a team that's relatively new.
And again, this is also showing the amount of information that Team Zone had because you're right, Rashi, where Boozkid, they did have kind of a comeback run in their game against E, but the reason why they won was that Hayabusa, the Obsidia, as well as, I would say Selena, yes, but Selena was game 5, right? But we saw all 3 heroes being banned out by Zone. I kind of feel like Boozkid was hoping they would forget about that Obsidia and let the Obsidia go. but then Team Zone's like, nah, bro. Everyone watched that game against Veep. We know your pick.
I can't deal with it personally. It feels like, honestly, because there's so little coaches in Malaysia, I might as well just like lean back on technology.
Yeah. Honestly, you guys can do that too because you guys can check out the AI insights from the Realme 50 Pro. It has win rate predictions, can analyze goal items, everything in real time. It's like having a strategic coach in your pocket. That's the AI gaming coach for you. But it doesn't stop there. When the fight breaks out, its consecutive skills feature lets you unleash a perfect preset combo that you set up for yourself with just 1 tap. It guides your strategy and elevates your execution. That's a full AI-powered edge. From prediction to performance, it's the complete package. You play, we carry. Realme 15 Pro, the M7 official gaming phone.
Oh, dude.
It's so good.
I feel like these days, especially when it comes down to like competitors and phones, they're coming up with like some really good ideas to kind of help out the mobile gamers kind of make it to that level where it's like, yeah, we're eye to eye with PC. But that's not all, because if you guys are in game, how have you guys done with the Battle Pass? Come on.
Not so hard right now.
No, honestly, like with the schedule that we have, we barely have time to play the game. But for you guys, the M7 bonuses are here. The MS7 Pass went live on the 1st of January 2026, and it's packed with exclusive rewards like the Granger Thunder Ascendant Epic Skin, the Cosmic Finality Prime Skin, and of course the MS7 figurine alongside with the Battle Effects, Prime Avatar Borders, and more. Plus, get the Gatot Kacha Solo Spark skin for free favorite M5 Yuzong skin and Revamp M Championship skins are also making a limited time return. Don't miss out on all the 1-4 awards.
And it's quite the festival here, a celebration of Mobile Legends. And I'm super happy that they're coming out with the Yuzong colored skins. Oh baby, I didn't get it last year. This year I'm collecting them all.
Dude, this is your opportunity, man. I mean, it's so sad when you know like you're involved, but you don't have all the skins, right? You have to be completionist about it.
Yeah, that was Boozgate going up against Team Zone. Congratulations to Team Zone for winning that one. Now in the 1-1 bracket, Boozgate is in the 0-2 bracket. After this, it will be Evil going up against Young Feng Yaguai. So we're going to go for a short break, but when we return, we have more Best of Ones for you guys.
Mlbb 15 Pro M7 official gaming foam.
Nothing can withstand the withering. Against the endless erosion, my strength grew weaker by the day.
True power dwells within the spirit. Try to embrace all that you are.
Welcome to the M7 Carnival, Legend. You traveled all the way to the Land of Dawn? Don't worry, we'll guide you through all the activities and wonderful experiences we have. Here's everything you can do in the M7 Carnival for ticket prices as low as 20,000 rupiah. First stop is the Stage of Legends, filled with performances, music, cheers, the biggest M7 watch party, and a special performance from Stephanie Poetry on the final day of the carnival. Game recognizes game in the M7 Carnival, as we'll be collaborating with the NBA. And history is made here at the M7 Carnival, the first ever MCGG World Championship. The Go 1 Grand Final will be hosted here at Stadion Maja Jakarta. So come join us and feel the energy. Next stop, the Heroes Playground, to take photos with giant hero statues and meet cosplays of heroes from the Land of Dawn. Come to the Hall of Creators and Pros to meet and greet with top content creators. Teams from MPL ID and Legends are here. Line up, take photos, and even walk away with an autograph. Play games in the rewards arena to win prizes from all of our brand partners. It's at the MPL Market. Booths of your favorite teams, exclusive drops, and surprises from your favorite teams. Take a quick bite at GoPay's Land of Dine. We've partnered up with GoFood for your food and drinks. The magic map has shown us all 6 zones in the M7 Carnival. We're calling you to play, explore, and wander. Don't miss out on exclusive gifts ready for visitors worth over 2.5 billion rupiah, including M7 limited edition swag bags, exclusive merch, in-game chests, and special skins. Are you ready, Legend? Get your tickets soon, because we can't wait to meet you at the M7 Carnival.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just got done with our first best of one between Moosegate going up against Team Zone, where Team Zone was able to win that one out by winning out in the draft. Welcome, my name is Afel. Alongside with me is Gideon as well as Arashi. And we got one more, well, we got 7 more, but this is going to be the second one, which is going to be Dunfeng Yaguai going up against Evil, where both teams did struggle a bit on day one.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, this one has been a very difficult decision for me to decide which team is going to win. Of course, one is nationality-wise, our neighbors, the others, deep ancestors.